Well, hello friends, welcome back to another video. So, as you can tell, my mouth does not match the words that you are hearing right now, and that is because I forgot to turn my microphone on. So, the beginning portion of this video will be a voiceover. I apologize, but it is beyond me at this point. So, honestly, we're just gonna get into this. I will be using the new Bee Girl Honey Curl Custard, I think that's the name of it, by the Doux, but I am going to try it along with the Crazy Sexy Curl. I have tried the custard alone for a wash and go. I don't have a video on my channel, but I absolutely loved the results. And I also have tried the mousse alone for a wash and go, so I'll have that video in the description box. So let's just go ahead and get into this. My hair has already been washed, deep conditioned. Those products will be found in the description box as well, and it has been fully detangled. You should be proud of me because I detangled my hair. I never do that. So my hair feels really good. It's super clean. I am not going to go in with a leave-in conditioner. I just feel like the Doux products are kind of finicky, and when I tried the curl custard alone, I didn't use a leave-in, so I didn't want to try it this time. I also have my Felicia Leatherwood brush handy in case I feel like I need to really make my curls pop, but I ended up not using it. So I'm just going to take that back section because I have my hair split in 6. I'm going to take the back and I'm going to split that in half because I want to work in smaller sections. And I'm just going to make sure my hair is soaking wet before going in with a quarter size amount of custard. I really didn't want to go in too much because I don't know, I just felt like using the mousse on top of it was already going to be more than enough. I mean, like more. So I didn't want to use too much product and cause flaking. So what I am doing is applying the custard from the ends of my hair and working my way up. And I'm really like not shingling, but raking and squeezing the product into my strand. And you'll see that I am adding more water to my hair, and that is just to make sure that the product is being evenly distributed throughout my strands, making sure that it is good from ends to roots. And so now I am going to go in with the Crazy Sexy Curl. And y'all, have you noticed that people have been applying mousse like directly to their hair and not emulsifying it in their hands? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to give a pump, maybe a pump and a half, and just apply it directly to that section and work that from the roots down. I wanted to focus the mousse more so towards my roots because I wanted them to not be puffy. So I still wanted product on them, just not necessarily the custard, because I know how hard of a hold that is. And as you can see, like my coils are looking good. They're popping, they're elongated. So far I'm really liking where this is going. I'm picking up what these products are putting down, and let's just keep right on going. So I'm just gonna go through this process one more time with y'all before I fast forward. I'm gonna dampen my hair, make sure it is soaking wet, apply a quarter size amount from the tips to the roots, and just make sure every coil is saturated. Make sure I'm getting in there, my hair still being somewhat finger detangled. And yeah, just applying this product through and through. And you can see, like, you see the coils, like they're falling. And so applying the mousse directly to the strands and then working its way down and making sure that I'm getting the roots. So I did feel like the mousse at first was giving a little bit of extra definition. I felt like it was just causing a little more separation than the custard alone. And because it's a mousse, I was hoping that it would allow my hair to dry faster and not really need to stretch it. Because in my mind, like if it's drying faster, it's not gonna have that much time to shrink. So yeah, moving right along. Another thing that I tried to do throughout this process, like as I moved further around my head, was keeping my hair as taut and as elongated as possible while applying the products. It kept my coils from like tangling back on themselves, and it really just made the product application a lot easier. Just making sure I always had a hand or two fingers holding the ends of my hair and just keeping them stretched. And then after applying the custard and also making sure that it stayed stretched while applying the mousse, went on perfectly. I think this is something I need to keep in mind when I'm doing all of my wash and goes. So that was just a little nugget I wanted to throw in there for y'all. And this is what my hair looks like when I am completely done applying the products. I threw in a little side part. It's the opposite side of my favorite, but you know, I'm trying to switch things up. I did get a little mousse heavy in the front, but that was because of the part, and I wanted to make sure my coils were going to pop and really be like their best selves in the front. So what I decided to do was blow dry my wash and goes. That's what I do now. I'm probably gonna do an updated wash and go video here soon, but anyways, I'm not going to sit under a hooded dryer. I'm definitely going to blow dry, and I am going to show you guys what my hair looks like when it's 95 to 100% dry, and I think by then my microphone will be turned on. So we'll be right back. It's a couple hours later, and I'm just now realizing I filmed the whole beginning of this video with my mic turned off. But anyways, this is what my hair looks like. It's pretty much all the way dry, and I have a couple thoughts. So for this being like day one, it definitely has a lot more volume than just using the custard alone did. My hair is defined, but not quite as much as it was when I used the custard on its own. So I feel like going on top of it with a mousse definitely softens the hold. I don't even think it changed the drying time. I feel like the drying time was about the same. And don't get me wrong, it has a cast to it, but it's not as firm as just using the custard was. So for me and my thick, coarse, dense hair, I like more of a firmer, harder hold, because I feel like my wash and goes last longer. So if you like a softer hold, definitely use this mousse or some sort of mousse on top of it, and it'll lessen it for you. So I don't think this one is going to last as long as the other one, but y'all, like, look at this body, like, movement. And I haven't stretched my hair. I don't really like to stretch my hair, but maybe after a couple days, if it does shrink more than this, look at this shape, y'all, I will stretch it. So yeah, I guess I will definitely come back tomorrow morning. I'm just going to tie my scarf on top of it, and maybe it'll like elongate the top a little more, but I'm calling it a night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all, it's a no for me. So this is the final result. I did stretch my hair this morning. It is flaking. Like, it is flaking out of control. So no, this video won't continue. It won't go on for days. So what are my thoughts? I think if your hair is as coily, dense, coarse as mine, you can get away with just using the custard. Maybe like if you don't like the hard hold that it has, maybe use it on like damp hair, maybe let it air dry. I don't really know. Stretch it with some oil to really just get rid of the cast. But if your hair is like mine and you prefer definition over volume, then just stick with this. If you have finer, less dense hair and you still want the hold, I think you can get away with just using the mousse, because it does have enough hold that like you could do that and maybe sit under a dryer and it may be firmer. I'm not sure. but together it's a no for me. I did like the volume, but the fact that I'm getting flakes when I didn't get flakes just by using this by itself is like, okay. And I probably did go in a little too much, but the amount of flaking that I got doesn't, it's a lot. So no, we can just end this video here. It's not gonna last. I'm probably gonna wash my hair within the next couple of days. It looks good in my opinion. Sorry, it does. It looks good. It's just, it looks good in my opinion. The flakes just aren't for me. And I was even okay with the volume that I have with this being technically day one, but nah, I'ma just stick with the one product, wash and go. And I'm sure if I would have used a leave-in, it probably would have flaked even more, because we know the Doux just doesn't play well with others in my experience. So that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have tried these two together, let me know what your results were. Like, did it work or nah? Or tell me which one you prefer if you have both. And honestly, if you have both and want to try it for yourself, go ahead and let me know how that works out for you too. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one.